Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, you're welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell. Thank you so much. So in my last update about This Is Fit, Preeta was shocked after seeing Sandeep at the market, after the doctor has already said that Sandeep will never be able to walk again. But we all know that Sandeep is pretending, right? So Preeta went to the hospital to confirm if Sandeep will be at the hospital. First, she did not see Sandeep at the hospital, but later, Sandeep and his girlfriend got back to the hospital and they were able to fool Preeta again. Let's continue. At the Lutra house, Grandma is really tensed in the night. Karina come in asked if she had dinner. Grandma says she did, but she is worried because she cannot hear the words of the outsiders. Karina asks that what did anyone say to her. Grandma explains that no one says it on her face, as she has come to know that some people are saying that the Lutras have earned their money with illegal means and she cannot bear it anymore. Karina is shocked to see Shrishti and Preeta coming from the door. Karina questions that where are they both coming from, since she is the mother of Pihu and even then, send her back with Samiro. She is really careless. Preeta explains that she went to the hospital because she felt as if she saw Sandeep at the market, but then she decided to go to the hospital to see if her suspicions was true. Karina asks that then what happened if they see Sandeep. Preeta replies that she saw Sandeep at the market, but then he was already at the hospital again. Karina, getting furious, says that Preeta is just acting and she is making excuses when in reality Preeta went to have fun with her sister and she doesn't care for the shame which they are suffering from. Grandma also asks that what is Preeta thinking? Shriti is not able to control herself, so she asks that why is Grandma talking like this to Preeta, as even she is a member of the family and she cares for what is going on in the family, yet they are all blaming her. Preeta tries to stop Shriti, but Shriti says that she would have to speak up since Preeta herself is quiet. Karina says that they are really good at acting, as one of them is acting as if they really care, while the other is misbehaving. Preeta, replying to Karina, clarifies that she never thinks wrong of anyone and she has just respect and love for the family members. Grandma, in anger, says that she can see how much love and respect Preeta has for them. Shriti once again started arguing with Grandma, who in anger says that she can see the teaching of Salah as they both are really selfish, even when they have raised the standard of Preeta a lot. Karina asks that what does she think of them all, and then says that she will talk with Karan when he comes back, because Karan also loves and cares for them all, and she will surely talk with him. Karina asks Grandma to come with her. Grandma wants Preeta not to disturb you as she is sleeping in the room of Raki, and she doesn't care for her but she pretends. Shriti is about to say something again, but Preeta pulls her. Prithvi is working and he receives a call from Sandeep. Prithvi answers the call, informing Sandeep how he said that he will give him the money tomorrow and he will surely give him. Sandeep, ending the call, thinks that he just agreed with Prithvi when it seems that he will give him the money. Prithvi wonders where he would arrange for the money and then thinks of taking the money from Rishabh because he would even have a lot of money for himself. Prithvi says that he deserves a Diwali bonus. Preeta takes Shriti to the room, asking that what was she doing. Shriti explains that she was replying because Preeta was quiet, and Preeta tries to explain that Grandma and Karina are their elders and they must be shown respect. Shriti explains that she has come to realize that they all are just like this because Karina used to say bad things to Preeta, but now even Grandma has said awful things to Preeta. Shriti mentions how she cannot bear it and she wonders how can Preeta listen to it all. Preeta explains that she knows when to talk and even replies, but Shriti is really angry, so she should learn to control herself. Shriti asks if she can stay with Preeta for the night, and Preeta allows her, but she explains that she must remain quiet since Preeta has to take Pihu to school. Preeta offers to give Shriti a night suit, but Shriti says she would order for it herself. She goes to use the bathroom. Preeta sits on the bed, mentioning how she will go after Shriti comes back. Prithvi is in the office. There is a knock on the door. He immediately places the envelope and then asks the person to come in. The employee comes in and sits down. Prithvi asks the employee to transfer 80,000 to this account number. The employee explains that it is a very big amount, so he would need the signature of his boss. Prithvi mentions that he is the big boss and he is the son-in-law of the Lutras. Prithvi explains that in India, son-in-laws are considered as God. So is the employee denying him? The employee once again refuses, and Prithvi explains that one of them is sick and on the bed while Rishabh is in the jail and Karan has went out of the city. Prithvi mentions that he is only asking him to transfer the money because he needs to hire a good lawyer so that he can manage to help Rishabh. Otherwise, how would he be able to come out? Prithvi mentions that Mahesh is sick, so he is the one who has the responsibility of the entire family, but the employee is coming in between his work. The employee is still nervous, but he agrees as Prithvi threatens that if he doesn't agree, then Mahesh might get mad and he will surely destroy his life since the Lutras have a lot of contact. The employee leaves, assuring Prithvi that the money will be transferred. Prithvi calls Sherlin. Sherlin immediately asks that where is he? Prithvi replies that he came to bring Lakshmi. Sherlin asks that who is Lakshmi? Prithvi replies that he meant money. He explains how he is in the office of the Lutras and he is going to get 80,000 in his account. Sherlin asks if Prithvi got it as this is a big amount, so it might take time. Prithvi explains that Sherlin must also see who is standing in front of them. His name is Prithvi Malhotra, so he was able to convince the employee. Sherlin is also amazed. Prithvi says that Sherlin will be thinking how clever he is because they are now millionaires, but soon they will get billions. Prithvi once again gets a call from Sandeep. He thinks that how irritating is this person, so he answers the call. Sandeep immediately asks that when will he get the money. Prithvi asks if Sandeep thinks that he is some sort of a pathetic goon, and Sandeep says that he also said that he will come from the front, but he did not do anything. Prithvi asks Sandeep to come at 3 p.m. He then dials another number asking for the account department, but then he receives a text and he is amazed to see that 80,000 has been transferred into his account. Prithvi in excitement says that only 20,000 are left, then he will become a millionaire. Preeta is talking with Shrishti and Preeta says that she has just dropped off PU in school. Preeta then sees Sandeep walking. She feels that this cannot be a suspicion, so she decided to follow him. Shrishti wonders what happened that Preeta ended the call like this. She never does this. Samir asks Shrishti not to panic and she should call Preeta once again. Shrishti agrees, so she decided to call Preeta once again. Sandeep, while walking, calls Prithvi, asking that where is he. Prithvi explains that he is stuck in traffic. Sandeep, however, wants Prithvi not to make a fool out of him as it would not be beneficial for him, and Prithvi explains that he will not deceive Sandeep. Preeta is following Sandeep, wondering what he is really up to. Sandeep ends the call and he hears the ringtone of the phone. He turns to look, but Preeta hides. Shriti asks Preeta what happened. Preeta explains that she saw Sandeep walking on his feet and she is now following him. Shriti asks her not to go after him because she is with Samiro, so she will come to help her. Sandeep walks into the factory and he thinks of how Sudeepa says that he must take the money soon, otherwise they will not have anything for themselves. Sandeep once again calls Prithvi. Prithvi is driving the car, so he gets tensed, wondering why Sandeep is so restless. Prithvi hits another car from behind. The car driver comes out in anger, asking that what did Prithvi do? He demands Prithvi to come out, however, he scolds the driver, ordering him to leave. The driver hits the door, which angers Prithvi, and he comes out of the car. The driver demands money from Prithvi for the damage which he has caused. Prithvi says that they both hit each other's car, so the quarrel has ended. However, the driver doesn't let Prithvi leave. Prithvi once again receives a call from Sandeep. Prithvi answering the call asks that what does Sandeep think of him as he promised to give him the money, so he is surely going to come. But because of his constant calls, he got into an accident. Sandeep doesn't believe Prithvi, mentioning how he will not go and reveal the entire truth to Preeta, as they all know that Preeta is desperately looking for the culprit, and he would inform Preeta how Prithvi used him to get his revenge on Rishabh. Prithvi asks that why is Sandeep getting so frustrated. Prithvi says that he will give Sandeep the money, so he is coming to him, but while driving, he got into an accident, so he was saying to the driver that he will not give him any money, so he was not saying to Sandeep that he will not give him any money, and Prithvi assures Sandeep that he is coming. Preeta is standing and Shriti and Samir comes to her. Preeta explains that she heard Sandeep talking with someone on the phone and they were arguing about money, and she is sure that he was answering to the mastermind and they will wait for him until he comes. Prithvi is still arguing with Sandeep and he receives a call from Sherlin. He also shouted at Sherlin and Sherlin asks that why is he so angry, asking if he got into an accident. Prithvi says that why will he not get into an accident because everyone is calling him at the same time and he is arguing, which angered him. Sherlin asks Prithvi not to waste his time and give money to the driver. Prithvi agrees to hand the money as he doesn't want to go to the police station. Preeti opens the briefcase, seeing which everyone is shocked, and he asks them to take the money and leave. Preeti, while driving the car, says that everyone is really greedy as they always demand for money. Charlene replies that she is seeing how Preeti is getting angry over small things these days. Preeti says that it is because he is really worked up as he has to take care of a lot of things, not like Charlene who doesn't do anything. Charlene asks if Preeti is trying to say that she doesn't do any work. Preeti says that he feels that Charlene actually does work as she gets dressed and then always look really beautiful. Charlene in anger ends the call. Preeti says that he is glad that Charlene ended the call, otherwise he would have done it by himself. Sandeep in the factory mistakenly dropped something. Preeta, saying the opportunity, asked both Samir and Shrishti to come. They also head inside, and Samir also dropped something which alerts Sandeep. Sandeep comes to the gate where he sees the wire moving, so he understands that someone has come into the factory. Preeta, while hiding behind the boxes, started recording Sandeep walking. Sandeep sees Preeti coming. He thinks that why did Preeti create such a scene if he was actually going to come, but he must now stop him from coming inside, because if the person who is hiding sees Preeti, then the truth will come out. Preeta bends down, informing Shriti and Samir that Sandeep is testing someone. Shriti says that it will be the mastermind that Sandeep is trying to contact. Preeta stands up, thinking of what she must do now, and they all patiently wait for the mastermind to come in. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, share it, and please subscribe to this channel for more updates. And I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.